Airbus's smallest next-generation member of the A320neo family in the A319neo could be now at risk of being cancelled, with this outcome increasingly more likely according to Airliner World, a leading trade publication. With the type at risk, as we know, it struggles to obtain the necessary commitments from global carriers that would make its continued production worthwhile. The A319neo has secured just 57 orders, with less than half of those awaiting final delivery according to latest figures. This number pales in comparison to the orders for all other available variants in the A320neo program. Being described as a crossroads, an important decision must now be made as the plane maker mulls internally whether to axe the smallest member and instead move strictly ahead with the A320neo and larger A321neo models alongside their relevant derivatives. Speaking with Airliner World, the A320 family chief engineer said, "We could consider stopping the A319 at some point, but to do this we should first have an A320neo with an excellent level of performance for high altitude airports," and I'll get into why that is so important. The A319 offers a range of 3,700 nautical miles or 6,850 kilometers for prospective and existing customers, alongside a capacity of around 160. For Airbus, they've always believed that the A319neo's key selling point does not strictly lie in these two aforementioned elements, but more so in its ability to operate with a good payload across airports located at higher altitudes. The A319neo can be visible at airports across an altitude of 14,500 feet or 4,420 meters. It's an offering that serves a purpose, but by no means is it a widespread one, a relatively niche one in fact, as evidenced through the customer base, which is highlighted by the relatively poor sale performance. The remaining backlog for this program consists primarily of deliveries to Air China, with China being a large recipient of the model. However, Tibet Airlines is also expecting units, and some for some undisclosed customers. It really is a small base. While the specifications may have been deemed solid at one point, the purchase of the C-Series in the latter stages of the 2010s, followed by the rebranding to the A220, put yet another nail in the coffin of the A319 program, as for airlines that were looking to drop down from the A320 or A321 models, the A220 became a fantastic option. When considering an airline, the cost benefits of a regional jet like that A220 over the A319neo also makes much sense. It becomes therefore very hard to justify the purchase of the single aisle type. Additionally, when your A320neo and A321neos are featured, these base models alone are widely considered by airlines to be the superior choice for this type of flying, and alone without really even trying, Airbus has made the smaller model obsolete. For Airbus, this isn't just evident in the A320neo program, something I really want to mention. Across the A330neo, look no further than the A330-800 model. This is the smallest variant and has failed miserably, as airlines prefer the larger aircraft in the -900. I know the focus today sits on Airbus, but giving you these examples can stretch to the 777X. Yes, the plane has yet to be